What is up, everyone? Archer Gaming here, and today we're coming at you with a Everfest, or the next supplemental set of Flesh and Blood. Some stuff I wanted to talk about before the article drops later on today. So let's start by we know that the Arcane Skullcap is probably re-releasing it with the EVR as its sort of code, probably coming in a non-foil, kind of the mirror of Tunic. What Tunic was for Crew, Arc will be for Irv. Um, so yeah, we've got the article coming out from LSS later on tomorrow. Today's the 16th. So probably late tonight because it's New Zealand time. But yeah, looking forward to this. So what I thought I'd do is just before that drops, I want to go through some of the things I think might happen in this set, stuff like that, just before any more information gets revealed, just so it's out there in case I'm right. I don't look like I'm copying it. But first take is going to be about Command and Conquer. Now, my opinion is that I don't think Command and Conquer is going to be reprinted in this set. Now, I know what you're all thinking, but we kind of need it for the meta and stuff. And yes, I agree. However, looking at, and again, we don't have a lot of history to go on here, but Crew was a very limited print, even in Unlimited, compared to WTR, Arc, Monarch, and probably Tails. So I think they're not going to reprint it in this set. And also as well, I don't know much information on this, but the delay it does take to design a set, to print it and stuff like that. I think CNC is one of those cards they might go, I wish we reprinted it in that, but I've got a feeling it will come out in the next full set, not the supplemental. Because like I say, there wasn't a lot of time between um, Crew going in and print and out of print, whereas Arc and WTR have sort of been 2-3 years. So I think we could see the same with that, rather than just doing it for a year as like a small hotfix, waiting a few years to do it. So that's my first. I don't think Command and Conquer will be reprinted. But let's talk about some actual reprints, which I think may happen. So right now you can see I've kind of got all the Majestics attack actions up from Crew. And this is where I think a lot of the reprints are going to come. Now what I think is going to happen, again, no precedent for this, is I think it's just going to be a couple of Majestics from each class. So I think maybe you'll see a Beast Within or a Massacre, a Dread Tripitch, a Fine Center, a Remorseless, but I don't think you'll see all of them. I wouldn't be surprised to not see any of the commons and rares reprinted because they're very easy to get hold of and there's a lot of them. But the Majestics, I think more of the key Majestics will be reprinted. Remorseless being a big one, Fine Center being quite a big one, Massacre or Beast Within. Um, Not the equipment though. The equipment, I don't know. I think there'll be something else to replace it. I'm not sure what that is. I mean, it could be non-foil versions of the legendary equipment from the previous two sets. It could be all sorts of stuff, but I think you'll see a reprint of things like Remorseless, Fine Center, uh, Massacre, possibly Mangle. Um, Other things I think we'll see in this set, just because that seems like the easiest choice at the moment, is obviously rainbow foil versions of the tokens, such as the embodiments, the frostbite, the spectral shields, the soul shackles, similar to Crew. Like, again, I think there'll be a lot of mirrored things, which we'll get onto a bit more in a moment. But I think there'll be a mirrored version. So again, we had the Arcane and WTR tokens printed in foil, plus some new ones, such as Copper and Quickens and Zen States. And then I think we'll see Rainbow Foil versions again in Everfest, along with obviously the foil Cracked Bulbul. Um, so again, I think that could be interesting. Some foil embodiments are always cool. Frostbite. Again, I play Kasai a little bit in Blitz and PvE and on the Peer Fight. So I think we will see some cards that support that. But as I did say about mirrors, I did kind of want to come on to Snag. Now, while I don't think Snag will get reprinted, I think it will get a similar version of the card. So I think we may get a card similar to Snag in the fact that maybe it removes counters off things. So a zero cost pitch for 3 instant, remove a target counter off an item or an equipment or a weapon or something. Just to maybe slow down a tunic or slow down a weapon such as Duskblade or Dawnblade. Again, you could even make it an ice card, maybe fit that more control theme, but I think a generic version of Snag maybe slows down decks, could be quite fun in a controlling way. Maybe, obviously, I don't think it would be a zero cost instant, nor do I think it would be an instant. I think it would be an action, but maybe it costs your action point to do. Just, you've got it, you can slow down a deck a little bit, slow down that Dawnblade. A card like that will allow Duskblade to come into CC as well, because there is a counter to it, and it will be a generic counter, so everyone can run it. Um, so maybe that's an option. Other mirrors as well, we could see maybe a mirror to coax, like a non-attack action which does something similar. Um, but that does bring me on to something else, coax commotion. So also as well, for those who don't know, Kitchen Table TCG is sort of running a build your own card competition, get hyped for Everfest. So that's kind of what I've done here. Now, obviously, this is still a work in progress, still got a little bit of tweaking to do. But this is a Bard hero, a young Bard hero. Now, I think this will replace Shiana. This will be a legendary again, so it'll be the chase card to get. I think they'll stick with a young hero with some really unique effects, but favors PVE or Ultimate Pit Fight. So what I've done here is it's kind of gone for more of a Bard. So again, we saw Bard on the list, but I think Bard's similar to Shape. This is going to be a very hard class to fit in anywhere. I mean, again, this could kind of be even the merchant class of crew as well, make it a rare, easy to get hold of. But I've put a little effect here similar to Coates of it's an instant for 0. When a hero is dealt damage, choose one. All heroes draw a card. You may lose X life, where X is equal to the number of damage. Then target hero gains X life. So again, you can kind of prevent it, kind of keep it yourself. And all heroes gain 1 life. So again, this is a work in progress. I have one of the changes I have made is I have made it an elemental. Gonna change that out, but I like the art, and I thought this was kind of a cool replacement for either Merchant or Shiana in that sort of legendary rare unique hero. Doesn't need any cards to support it, but just shows that bards exist. It's an Everfest, it's a festival, so you may have someone like this there. Um, but again, speaking of Merchant, I think we could see Silver maybe come into this as well, in the same way we saw Copper. Maybe one hero effects with it. There's a couple of cards that interact with it, but nothing amazing. Just to kind of keep that moving along. So, we see maybe then because of that a reprint of Caching as another little rare reprint, just because of the way that will interact with Silver as well. And we know it is short printed in Crew as well. But yeah, I think lastly as well we could see possibly some more young heroes with talents and things. Maybe like sort of a Shadow Wizard, something like that. I don't think they'll bring out a new talent. You might see single element essence of elements, which would be kind of cool. But again, this is what I'm going for. I think a young bard. I think we'll maybe see a few merchant cards. But yeah, CNC no reprint in my opinion. I think they'll wait for a core set, not a supplemental set. So the one after this, you'll see a CNC reprinted, in my theory. But then again, I could be wrong. So let us know what you guys think. Do you think we could see Bard, or do you think maybe we see another Shapeshifter? Again, I think the young heroes replace himself. I think maybe we see an Illusionist and a young Wizard. Maybe we see an adult Kasai or KO. That would be really cool as well. I can't see that happening. I think they'll get a full release in a set as well when the story demands it, or when the favour of that set. So I think Kasai maybe gets a talent down the line. But let us know what you all think. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you haven't already, please do like, share, and subscribe. And again, this is for a competition, the Parker, so please do go on my social media and like it. Thank you ever so much for watching. Have an awesome day, and catch you in the next one. Peace.